Hello, everyone. We are very pleased to gather again today within the framework of the Erasmus Plus project Rural, which focuses on strengthening digital competences in rural tourism and is supporting a smart and sustainable digital transition in rural areas. Today's lecture perfectly reflects this objective as we explore how digitalization is transforming tourism experiences. It is my pleasure to introduce today's speaker, Primož Kaduns, founder and CEO of Van Globe, which is unique active tours, activities, nature, and cultural experiences organization. Primož is an experienced local guide and tour operator based in Slovenia with a passion for active travel, cultural exploration, and connecting people with authentic experiences. He grew up near the capital of Slovenia, Ljubljana, and has spent many years traveling, guiding, and developing unique outdoor experiences across Slovenia and beyond. Primož is also co-founder of Ljubljana Bike Tour, which is initiative that has been offering city and countryside cycling experiences for over a decade already. And this platform provides both guided and self-guided bike tours around Ljubljana, combining local insights, storytelling, active exploration, etc. These tours range from 3-hour historic city rides to longer self-guided e-bike routes through scenic areas around the heart of Slovenia area. They are completed with GPX navigation packs, points of interest, etc., which Primož will tell you more about. But his work also reflects a deep belief that active travel, especially by bike, allows visitors and locals alike to connect more authentically with the environment, culture, and community. Through Van Globe, Primož organizes customized and small group guided tours, as well as self-guided experiences tailored to individual preferences. Today, Primož will share his insight on the digitalization of guided and self-guided bike tours, exploring how digital tools, route planning, navigation technology, and online platforms are transforming the way travelers experience cycling tourism. And Primož, the floor is yours.
Okay, hello everyone. First of all, thank you, Anna Maria, for a very nice introduction, and thanks to organizers to organize it, and for the invitation, of course. And of course, also thanks to everyone else that you joined today, that you took, that you will give some of your time for us for this topic. I will do my best to share with you our experience. Already Anna Maria explained about what we were talking about. Of course, in the end of the day, you can also ask while I will present things, or at the very end, idea is that we are planning to have some time for questions and of course answers. And at the very end, I will also share with you our contact. So if you have like in next days or in the future some extra questions, you are always really welcome to ask us. I believe that if we share positive experience, that we kind of like also help that tourism will be, and it is. I really honestly believe that tourism can be a very positive thing that can have a positive impact on the world, like on travelers, also on the people who are sharing their environment or opening doors for visitors. I believe if it's done in the right way, that it can really broaden and it can make, like I already said, this world prettier. At least we are trying to do this with our tours, activities, and things that we do. It's important for us. Also gives us motivation that that we have a feeling that we do something good. And in the end of the day, of course, we are also a company. We also have to earn to for that we can afford to live. Of course, we are like private company. So also, if you will be interested in these kind of things, more into details, let's say this business perspective, because as much as I know, you are all having businesses or you are thinking about businesses in tourism. So you are welcome to give me, well, whatever question occurs to you. So Anna Maria already mentioned, I'm a local guide since 2006. So I tried many different types of tourism, if I can say. And this, let's say, active tourism definitely is where I feel that it's where I want to be, where I want to do more. And this is how we started with Ljubljana bike tour. And then, well, as much as I know, you are mostly from all Europe, and then thanks to European Union, so also thanks to you because you are like taxpayers as I am. We even got a support from European Union through the project, so-called Steer project, and this is why I'm also here in the end, because we got support to develop self-guided tours from Ljubljana to the area that is around Ljubljana, less visited area, but definitely attractive area that can offer a lot to visitors, and especially if visitors are willing to use bikes to visit to visit the area by bikes. We believe that it's one of the best things. And also Steer project kind of like was supporting ideas, projects that are kind of like connecting sustainability. So let's say that project has a long term focus that do something also good for environment and the area or people. And also, that project was idea of Steer project was also that is trying to connect, let's say, this sustainability with digital tools that are kind of like for sure transforming nowadays tourism. And also that, our project is kind of like trying to combine, let's say, these digital tools and to do something good from the sustainable point of view. And this we believe that self-guided tours are that we develop them through the Steer project. To go more into details, maybe what we did. Already the word self-guided, of course, I guess explains you, right? Because of course there is a difference if the tour is guided or self-guided. So the positive side of self-guided tours definitely is that people can do it on their own pace whenever they want. And digital tools are kind of like helping us that we are providing them points of interest, some explanations, some ideas, some tips that they get through the digital tools that we provide them. So when they decide to buy this self-guided tour, we sell them, we send them this navigation pack that includes all what I mentioned, right? In this particular self-guided tours that we developed, so these are bike tours from Ljubljana to the area around Ljubljana, so-called heart of Slovenia. And in the end, we kind of like also connected Ljubljana with the second largest Slovenian city, Maribor. So these are actually 5 stages. And the way how we designed the route is actually adapted. So we also had the focus part of the project was also that we try to do tours that are accessible for as much wide for as many people as possible. So from the point of view that I don't know, almost everyone who knows how to ride the bike can do it, right? So that's why we designed the tours we had in mind that we want to design tours that we will be able to do them by e-bikes. But of course, if somebody doesn't want to do e-bikes, I don't know if it's against his religion or whatever, I'm joking of course a bit, can also do it without e-bikes. But the point of view is that is designed like this, that are not very, that it's not very demanding route, that people who maybe are not so good cyclists can do also more than 1,000 meters of elevation gain and loss, more than 60 kilometers in one day, right? So in one way we can cover a much bigger area with e-bikes. So I'm talking about for average, of course, user. And also, of course, I'm sure if there are in the groups, I don't know, 5 people, let's say that all of them are having a little bit different level of fitness. So of course, with e-bikes, if people are using e-bikes or not, let's say that some are not, but those who are using e-bikes can definitely catch up, can follow those who are maybe riding a bit faster, right? So also this aspect was important. And yeah, we used that we kind of like designed these routes, the tool right with GPS. So this is where we, of course, then kind of like install our like points of interest, our tips, and basically right with GPS is like that you are using navigation in your car. So basically at the beginning you can just press start, and then the application is kind of guiding you through the route, right? This is but just of course that the route is made by us, and people who decide to do that route are just following the route. And then of course we are also installing on the route these points of interest, so that people are having actually tips from the local guides where is worth to stop, what they should not miss, where they maybe can go to eat something, where they should go maybe just 15 meters away from the route to have the best viewpoint ever. And maybe if they decide to, I don't know, oversleep through during the route or in the end of the route, we have also some suggestions where they can find accommodations and stuff like this, right? So for the promotion, we also used Relive. For the promotion, we use a Relive application. So Relive and Ride with GPS are perfectly like in one way collaborating, because the route that you do, then Relive presents in the way. I'm sure that most of you saw already at least once in the life Tour de France. So maybe you also saw how at the very beginning they present the route where the cyclists will ride, and Relive is presenting our route, designed route, with some photos also to them before they decide if they want to do the tour, and to have an idea what they can expect. So everything, of course, when the guests are also buying our self-guided tour, we also send them in the professional way. For this, we use Trevify professional tour to send itineraries, to send proposals, and yeah, this is, let's say, these are the 3 digital tools that we used, that we can kind of like perform self-guided tours. And of course, positive side is that on the guided tour, of course, me as a guide, I have to be there, but so I can do, of course, just one tour at the time. So far, I still didn't invent how to put myself apart into 2 parts. Sometimes would be useful though. But yeah, the point is that I can do just one tour at a time. But with self-guided tour, of course, we can actually share our knowledge. I don't know, we can say at the same time, 100 different people on 100 different routes can use our knowledge, our local guides' knowledge, because they are doing it in self-guided way. So we don't need to be there physically. So I will maybe present. If I would love to present you now this one of the applications that we used, Relive, to present you a little bit, to get an idea how the route actually looks like. Yeah, basically, okay, you will not be able to see points of interests like somebody gets if they get the complete navigation pack with the right with GPS and everything. But this I can actually, in the end of the day, also send you if you want. You will be able to send me email. I can share with you. But all this relive that we made is for promotion, and of course is based on the route that was designed in Right with GPS, and also some points of interest are presented with pictures. Okay, so in the end of the day, you will also be able to kind of like feel what the points of interests are through this video. So I will do my best now to share with you my screen, and I will start with the video. So I will now start. So this is, let's say, I already mentioned before that we did 5 stages of self-guided tours from Ljubljana to Maribor, and this is, let's say, most of the second stage. Second stage starts in Litija. This is a small town east from Ljubljana. So till Litija, it's like first stage, and then from Litija on, it's like second stage. But in this case, this route was designed if somebody wants to start and end in Litija and then goes back to Ljubljana by, let's say, train. Okay, so let's see how this application Relife is helping us to present to people how the self-guided tour will look like and what they can expect to get. So I will start. So you see, this is basically the route. And then, of course, here are some photos from the route. Obviously, we already climbed here a bit above Litija, and we already have some views of, these are Slovenian pre-Alp hills, and there in the distance, we already saw a little bit of Slovenian Alps, and we will saw them soon on next picture. You see down there. And again, we will be able to see them soon. So yeah, obviously this is a rural area, and with the help of our routes, people, it's easier for them to come to this area. Maybe they would never never be able to find these areas, and now with this our route, they can be confident that they will not get lost. They can be confident which road they can use and which not. So we believe that this is perfect for people who wants to kind of like offer to their guests some extra attraction, right? So let's say that you have maybe some accommodation in the rural areas, and of course, if you have just 2 guests who would like to do a tour from your accommodation in the area, you could guide them, but usually just for 2 people, maybe or you don't have time, or maybe it's expensive if you want to guide just 2 people, because of course 2 people are sharing all the costs, right? But with this self-guided tour, you do it once and then you can sell it more times, right? You can definitely you can give them this navigation pack for lower price, right? So this means that it's affordable, and even maybe just guests who are just 2 and they don't want to pay too much, they can afford to buy this navigation pack, and they can do it in the self-guided way if they don't want or they cannot afford, let's say, a guided tour. So you see, this is the route that we did through our area, and yeah, this is the digital tour Relive. Yeah, so this was, let's say, a nice presentation of the route that we did in the tool Right with GPS, and then of course it's connected with the application Relive. Okay, so I see it's like 8 minutes to the 1:30, so slowly we are coming to the end. So I think it's now slowly time to open question and answers part of the presentation. So please, or Anna Maria would like to add something, or is there any questions, something that I should clear up a bit more before they start to ask me?
Yeah, I agree. It's time to open the floor for any questions, remarks. doubts? Anyone from the audience? Maybe if you have any questions.
You have leaflets with that road, that example for whoever is cycling,
So
or
if I
just it's
understand,
on the website, like on the.
yes, at the moment we have just on the website because yeah, also so we are having leaflets in general. Actually, I can even show you one for this Ljubljana bike tour project. I don't know if it's visible. So the answer is yes and no, but also our practice showed that we were sharing them via hotels, hostels, and so on. That I don't know, they kind of like get lost a little bit there in the huge amount of other leaflets. But for sure, we use them when we go to fairs and stuff, or if we have a meeting with the partners, potential partners, and so on. So it's good. I think it's good to have them, but in general, we kind of like focused more to present things online. Yeah. So in the chat, I will also present. I will also put first. I will put my email. So if you have some questions later on, you can definitely send me an email. So, and now I will also share you our web page in the chat. So you can see all this, how it's presented on our web page. Okay. And then also our One Globe, a bit more general web page where we have also our hiking tours and also tours that are more, let's say, more cultural experiences. So let's say, or classic tourism tours, so more sightseeing. Okay. So these are the three things, and I will also share with you this application Right with GPS that you will not need to how to say that if it's hard for you to find it, now it will be easier. And real life. So all these applications are also having kind of like an option to try them, to use them till certain amount for free, right? So you can also play around a little bit. You can I don't know, go on the cycling tour by bike around your area first, right, with GPS, the free version, and then you can also transform it into real life for free to a certain extent, or at least you have a few days, maybe a week free trial and stuff like this. So I think that this is how it's good to test it. And then of course, even better is if you try, because when we decided which tools to use, we kind of like asked the experts, so people who were already doing self-guided tours. I was also guiding already, supporting some of the self-guided tours in the cooperation with some Slovenian tourist agencies. And I also did a test of some others, so I did kind of like benchmarking a little bit, test on the market how others are doing it. So I did a test with other company that is also giving this, let's say, navigation pack. So I definitely suggest, or I don't know if I can say yeah, I think I can say, if you come to Slovenia and you decide to do our self-guided tours, and you say that you heard from us on this talk, we will share for you this our navigation pack for free, and we will be happy to hear your feedback and to hear from you how we can improve things, because of course this is the best that we hear from others who have, of course, other perspective than us. We are inside, and it's very precious perspective from other travelers to see and to feel through their eyes and their experience what we can do even better, right? So if you decide to come to Slovenia, you are welcome. We will be happy to share with you this navigation pack. All you need is bike, wheel, and smile on your face, because yeah, you also will go to rural areas where it's I think very important that you have a nice approach to people, and people usually also have a very nice feedback to you, because in the area that you will be able to visit, you are not just a tourist, just a number, but you will be a proper visitor, and people are very hospitable in our area. So maybe you will be invited for a glass or maybe something else.
Primoz,
So yeah,
there is another question in the comment.
please.
So thank you for offering the tours now for free for those who have participated today. But what about in general? What are the prices for this tour? And if there is any assistance due to the tour, if someone needs it. So if I don't know, if you get
Yeah.
lost, etc., how does it work? So price and also SOS on the road. How does
At the moment, price for navigation pack that I was mentioning, full navigation pack is 20 euros, and it can be used up to 2 devices. Okay. So yeah, this is the basic price. So of course, if the group is bigger, the price is also is bigger. But I'm saying this if it's just a single traveler, right? Or there are two, it's 20 euros for the full navigation pack, and you get all the 5 stages from Ljubljana to Maribor. And about our support, of course, like assistance, if let's say maybe you think if there is a break of the side of your bike or something. So in the whole navigation pack and with Travelify, when we send you itinerary, we send you also where you can get some assistance, where you can get local services, and of course, yeah, in the end of the day, those who are buying, they also have our number, so they can also call us. But idea was not that we would have, so part of the price is not that we would be like available 24/7, because of course for this price would be higher for this kind of service. But definitely people will get via this package also information where they can repair their bike, who to call and stuff like this. Okay.
Okay, and the second question or the third, how many tours have you already sold so far, approximately?
So the project, the end of the project was in the end of 2025, so in December. So basically, we are now doing, so how to say, we are focusing on next season that will start, let's say, from May on. So far we didn't sell anything, but it's also true that we start to kind of like we really have them online from December on, right? So it's very short amount of time, right?
Yeah. And also, is your goal also to rent the bikes?
So yeah, this is
Which
the
it is, right?
next stage. Yeah, next stage definitely is to a certain amount we can arrange also the renting of the bikes, or we also have again there will be also we will pass this where they can rent even more bikes if they need, because we have just two, right? Where they can rent more of them, right? So also this we will pass to our to guests who will decide to do the self-guided tour. Yeah, but yeah, for sure this could be an extra income also in the future. Yeah.
Okay. Is there any question still? If not, okay. I saw that the complete tracks are shown with real life on the website. What keeps people from just copying the route in some other route planning tool? So some things are already available. How do you
Yeah.
work
So
with
yeah,
that?
like you said, through the Relife, you can also more or less see where you can write on your own without paying us. And in the end of the day, okay, some will do that. And part of the project is also that we are trying to support, let's say, more these rural areas where people usually don't go. So will be definitely also achieved from this point of view, this part of the project. So even if people go on their own and we don't earn nothing out of it, it's good. So it's also part of the idea why it was, I guess, supported from the taxpayers' money from all Europe. And another thing, of course, if they want to get a bit more detailed navigation, like we said, we are right with GPS with all points of interest, and that you can basically just press and you will for sure not get lost. That for that you have to, of course, buy the product, right? So till certain amount, yeah, you have for free. But if you want to have more into details with all the tips, like that the guide is with you on the tour, you have to get this our Ride with GPS track with points of interest.
Okay, thank you. So yeah, I think we, like I said, we answered the questions. Thank you, Primož, and all the participants for being with us.